Hello everyone, a long time since the previous video devlog. I've been mostly posting on Instagram and Twitter for the past few months. So a lot of things has happened in my life, and also for the game development progress has been made in both of those. I'm currently doing my master's degree at school, so I have less time for game deving, but still getting work done every once in a while. The playtesting phase has proved useful since a couple of friends have found bugs, exploits and other things to fix and enhance. So I have two categories to go through today, a lot of things to cover. First, the things I've done with the graphics and visuals, and then for the gameplay elements and systems. I currently have 4 different ships in the game, and at the moment I'm not making more, at least for the time being. Each one of them is a bit different than the other. The small shuttle hasn't changed at all gameplay wise, but I did remake the graphics. It's a ship with small areas and overall small size, which makes the building system a bit Tetris-like in a way, since you have to use all the space you can get. The hauler has similar elements, but the distances between the buildings tend to get big because of the narrow corridors. I also finally created the correct graphics for the gel factory, and now the characters that end up in a vacuum because of a possibly sadistic player will explode into bits. A small little fun effect added. I also redid the background graphics so that the stars and the background painting are different images, since that did prove a bit of a problem before. To accompany that, I added some background elements and fixed the camera background zoom a bit to make it feel more dynamic and better all in all. For the systems and gameplay, the log can be expanded to see more rows at a time. I also revamped the violence and murder system, since it was quite random and sometimes a bit harsh to the player, especially when the numbers go up in the ship. The passengers previously calculated distances between places in a straight line, and now the pathfinding system takes into account the rooms and roads, so no more characters who run to the other side of the wall since they thought it was closer than the building just a few squares away. Also, to make the building more fun, I added a priority system so that the player can choose which buildings to focus on if they were to build multiple at the same time. Usually the builders would just go to the building that's been in construction the longest. And regarding the jobs, now the characters gain a small boost to their efficiency the longer they do the same job. So previously you could easily just stack your inventory full of one item and then send the characters to another building, but now it's more efficient to keep the passengers working the same job until they retire or die. There is also reason to micromanage them a bit, since and the penalty for changing the jobs isn't that big, but the positive things you get from it, it's also enough to take it into consideration. So this was it for the time being. A lot of small things has been added and done that I didn't cover here, but it's all happening in the background. I'll be posting another devlog pretty quick after this, and it will be about the tutorial, so be sure to check that out also. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye.